Good morning. You know the drill. Gotta set the links up. See if our sound's working. We haven't had a problem with sound since one of the very first ones, but, well, not the very first ones, but it's been quite a while since we had a problem with sound, but if I don't check it, then that'll be the time it's not working. Okay, lag. There we go. Okay, leave links. One more link. Post on the Maven page for everybody to come and hang out with us so that they won't. There's nothing more irritating than when we cover all of this stuff and then, like, in a couple weeks, somebody comes and posts a question or says, oh, I hadn't heard any of this. Did you guys know this? And it's stuff that we covered here. And I always want to say, well, if you were paying attention and coming and getting information a month or two ahead of time, you would know that information. But I never do. Let's see. Hey, girl. Hey, Joe's here. Let's see. I'm getting a question. Hold on. Oh, Julie's here. Hold on. Let me answer her question. Okay, so Julie might be able to come. She just asked me a question over on the Maven page. Let's see. Is there any other questions popping up? Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Julie might be coming. Oh, there she is. Hey, girl. Hey. That's our thing. Anybody that shows up, we give a hey, girl, hey. Okay, we'll wait a couple more minutes, see if anybody else is up and about. It's probably a busy, pre-Easter. There might be people doing Easter egg dyeing events and that sort of thing. I have one at 1 o'clock today. I'll be dyeing Easter eggs. Wait one more minute and see if anybody else is around. I haven't seen Mindy yet this morning, so I'm not sure. I'm glad you could come, Julie. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and start, and we'll see if anybody else meanders in. Millie might show up. I don't know. I'm not sure. She was here last time. Okay, so Campaign 12 is the big color catalog. This is the one that's going to have all of the new, the new colors coming out in the quads and in the lip colors and in the, what else? The, is that pretty much it? Eyeshadows and lip colors. I don't think there were new blushes? I don't think there were. But anyway, so it's got the big hot color sale on the front, including over 20 new shades. And then on the back, it has a new Clinical Eye Lift Pro Dual Eye System at the lowest price ever, $14.99. Julie says she learns something new every day. For reals, girl, I do. I'm always learning new things. Okay, so this is on the back. Here's something that's interesting, and I've never noticed this before. And I went and looked at the other eye systems, and they didn't have anything like that listed on the other eye systems. So I'm thinking to myself, has something recently happened? But there's a little tiny asterisk on the eye system, and underneath it says, this is a cosmetic product for external use only. Follow usage instructions on product packaging. So I'm thinking, oh, new gel polish. Yeah, that's right, new gel polish. So I'm thinking, did somebody, was somebody sticking this in their eyes or something, and now they've had to add this little notice, or what happened there? Oh yeah, new blush colors too. I can't. You know how my memory is, you guys. I can't remember these things. I can't remember that far back. So I went and kind of looked at the other eye systems, and the other ones don't have a notice like that, but also partially I'm wondering if that's because they're changing them. You know, the Ultimate's getting updated and that sort of thing. So anyway, just an interesting observation. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that before. See, there's nothing under the Reversalist Express Dual Eye System veil. So I don't know, just a little observation I thought was odd, slightly silly, interesting, intriguing, makes me curious. Okay, so let's talk about things that are, being discontinued. First thing is on page 62. Speaking of eye creams, they have all of the Genix are listed in here as all last time in brochure. Okay, usually it's there because somebody jammed it into their eye. I know, that's what I'm thinking, is I'm thinking that some super brilliant person very recently has been using it in their eyes, and I don't know. Goodness only knows what could happen if somebody did that for an extended period of time, but you know how people are. Yeah, so anyway, it's any two for $45, mix or match, all last time in brochure, limited quantities available, and it's for the entire Genix line. So we did talk about this before, the Genix lines being discontinued, along with the Ultimate being changed, new and improved. So we didn't get any notice. They're trying to sneak this one in on us, but yeah, yep. Julie's hearing this for the first time. What? Yep. Campaign 12, last time in brochure. So, surprise. Yeah, they tried to sneak that one in on us. Okay, page 67. This is more of the eye care. I think more of the eye care. This is more of the face care. Obviously, they have the mention that the ultimate line, everything is marked with 2 asterisks saying last time in brochure, limited quantities available. Look for new ultimate multi-performance day, night, and eye creams coming in brochure 13. So they're basically telling them this is the last time you'll see it. There, you may or may not get it because there's limited quantities, but the new ones will be in the next brochure. I do want to point out, though, that the Ultimate 7S Cleanser, they have listed with 1 asterisk saying last time in brochure, limited quantities available. The Ultimate 7S Cleanser, to me, does not look like it is being replaced. So we are losing another cleanser. Julie's hubby's not going to be okay with that. Oh, man. Is he going to try the men's line? You know, the flaw that I have with the men's line, which is in this brochure, for the first time, is that there's no eye cream for them. Well, the big thing guys usually complain about, if they're worried about wrinkles and that kind of stuff, is usually crow's feet. So why did we not give them an eye cream? I mean, not that we can't recommend, one of our other eye creams, but I think that was probably a mistake on their part to not create an eye cream as a part of that system straight out of the gate. Just my opinion, but anyway. So it doesn't sound to me like, or it doesn't look like they're going to replace the cleanser. So we're down another cleanser. And then also the Gen X line, again, is listed last time in brochure, limited quantities available. Okay, so that's all, that's all this stuff here on these pages. Let me move this out of the way so I can see if I'm showing you guys what I think I'm showing you. Okay. All right, so there's that. Page 142. Okay, just a couple things that go away that we expect to go away. The Floral Garden Wind Chime, which is new, is listed as while supplies last already. So, just a note that I think this has only been in like 1, maybe 2 brochures, but it's still fairly new. It's listed as limited availability at this point. Okay, so just a note there. And then the Floral Garden, the thermometer, they're saying please give an extra 2 weeks for delivery if we have unforeseen demand. So that one might be a back order situation, possibly. Okay, page 149. The Pink Heart sneaker is while supplies last for the little girls. So this one, and I don't even remember this one being shown as a demo. Maybe it was, and I just don't remember. Joe says that's weird because when it originally came out online, there was a gel cream for the eyes in the men's line, unless she's thinking of a different line. Yeah, and I don't remember because you guys know how I feel about when they try to launch things online and don't give it to us in the brochure. That really ticks me off because it's trying to force us to use the online, which means they make more money and we make less, and I don't like that. I don't appreciate it. So to me, if it's not in the brochure, it doesn't exist. So I knew it was there, and I looked at it briefly, but to me, it didn't exist. So I didn't really pay that much attention. So I can't answer that question because I was irritated and did not sell it. Okay, so, yeah, I don't remember these girl sneakers. So, And I usually pay attention to things with hearts and sparkles because that's the kind of girl I am. So I don't know. These slipped by me. But anyway, they're in there now, and they're while supplies last. Page 157. Oh, back hurts this morning. This is just like the Naturals, the like limited edition scents. On page 157, they have the Playful Pink Daisy and Lemon like shower gel in the Naturals line is while supplies last. So this one here, the spring scent. And then on the next page, on page 158, it's the orange and honeysuckle bubble bath is while supplies last, which we expect that to happen at some point. We're going to run out of the limited edition scents, so that's not a shocker. Okay, so that's basically everything I wanted to point out as far as in the brochure. It's a lot of buy one get one for 99-cent stuff. Here is the spread for the Anew, if you want to see it. It's got the cute boy's, well, half of his face there, and it pans across, and the products are here. Make sure if you have anybody that you think you can get onto this, hesitant, not hesitant, you're going to have to tuck them into it or not, now is the time to do it, because right now that day cream, you know, the like the day lotion is $19.99, and it's going to go to up to $36. So if you have somebody that you're, you know, trying, kind of twisting their arm, talking them into it, really got to convince them, or they're giving you their machismo routine, you know, now's the time to do it, because it's going to be easier to do it when it's $20 than it is when it's almost $40. So, you know, just saying. The other products are all going to be $10, but at full price. But that day cream is going to be, you know, a little bit of an arm twist for some people if they're, you know, if they're hesitant or don't want to pretend like they're too cool for face care, you know, that kind of thing. Now's the time to tackle that. All right, so that's pretty much it. And I just want to remind you guys, since we've been getting through things a little faster, you know, lately, because not as many things are being discontinued anymore, thank goodness. If there are other, if you want to learn sales techniques, I mean, I've sold everything under the sun, you know, cold calling, face-to-face, blah, 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 like you name it, I've done it. So if you want to learn sales techniques, if you want to learn makeup techniques, if you want to learn color techniques, if you want like basic learning, like just basic, you know, Avon stuff to cover that you could send your downline back to, let me know, that kind of thing, because we can start to do that stuff now. We've got a little more room to play than we had before. Joe says, yeah, there's an eye treatment online. Not sure why it's not in the brochure, if they're putting that line in the brochure now. Because they want us, they want to kind of force us to use online sales. And the reason is because they're making more money. They make more money off online sales because they don't have to pay us as much. You know, so, and every time I see a rep, you know, every time they do those bundle offers and I see reps saying, oh yeah, I placed a couple orders on my own website so I could get this stuff for free, I want to strangle them. Because you're shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, congratulations on the free stuff. Now, you know, you are ensuring that you're never going to make the kind of money you need to make on online sales. And if the world continues to go more towards online sales and less towards face-to-face, then you're not going to make the kind of money that you need down the line. Like, I need you to have long-term vision, not I want something free right now. You know, so it's important that reps are business smart when they make those kind of decisions, and they're not doing that. You know, that might be a smart business decision short term because you get something free right now and you can use it as a demo or, you know, whatever, and you know, that kind of thing. But long term, it's the worst thing you could possibly do. And because They count on us being suckers a lot of times because they turn us into the biggest customers. They're counting on us spending our own money even more than they're counting on actual legitimate customers buying things. And reps fall for it all the time. Customers have to be the customers. We need to be business people and let customers be customers. Anyway, well, that's like a little mini rant. You just got me going, girl. Got me going on my lecture to the new reps. Rookie mistakes the new reps make. Spending money that they shouldn't be spending to get free stuff that is not going to pay off in the long run. Okay, so the Mark catalog, cute little kind of summary catalog with Lucy on the front. On the back, they're doing get these sunglasses for $5 with any $20 instant vacation purchase between specific pages 4 through 13. The glasses full price are $18. So that's on the back. Something that I noticed in this catalog that I haven't seen before in the Mark catalog really, except for when we didn't know if Mark was staying or going and they were discontinuing all of the face care and, a lot of the Mark makeup line, is that they have things listed in here. A couple things listed in here as while supplies last, which is a good thing because I think a lot of people were ordering Mark and, they weren't getting it because they were running out and there was disappointments. So they did, let me find the page. They did mark a couple items here in this catalog as while supplies last. And it's clothing items. So here's the thing that's confusing in this one. Here's where they kind of did it wrong. One of the things is these booties. Another of the items is the anorak jacket here. What's confusing though is that they put an asterisk in front of while supplies last, which sent me looking all over the page for the items that are asterisked. I'm looking at everything, and it's easy for me sometimes to miss those asterisks because they're so tiny. But I mean, I scoured this page. I'm like, there's no asterisk on any of these items to match it up to. Well, they needed to leave the asterisk off because they stuck it right underneath the items that it refers to. So it should be listed here just without the asterisk. if they want it to be consistent from catalog to catalog, so that people get familiar with how it works. See, they listed it right underneath the item. So it took me a minute to process that, oh, it's these specific items. I don't have to go match the asterisk up like I do in here, on the face care that they're getting rid of. So inconsistency there that they need to work on. And that's something that we have pointed out to them before. But here you've got to match up the asterisks with the asterisks, items, and it's off to the side and it's not under each item. So potential for that to be confusing, not only to us because it threw me off for a minute, but to our customers and to our downline. So just something to note. But other than that, there's not any products being discontinued or anything like that. So that's all I really wanted to show you out of that one. We have, one of the mini sales catalogs, which again, these were designed to toss so that you don't have to toss your full-size catalogs because you know that a very small percentage of people buy from tossed books. You will get customers that way, but for, how many customers do you get? How many books do you need to toss to get one customer? 100, 200, sometimes more, sometimes less, but usually more. And so these were designed to have enough variety and have a little bit of everything in there so that they get a good feel, a brand new customer gets a good feel for all of the different types of things that we offer. And then when they contact you then you can give them the full-size book so that you're not wasting your full-size books on people that, you know, 99% of them are not going to buy anything. You know, it's embedded in the cost of the brochures that we purchased. The cost of these is embedded in that. That's why you pay $1.62 or whatever it is for each brochure. So that's what these are for. If you have really good customers, you might, you know, I do with my, I have customers that purchase every single campaign no matter what, and I do show them these. I do not show them the outlet books, but I do give them these. So, you know, sometimes they can compare prices. Sometimes things will be in both the brochure and this, and they can compare prices. Most of the time, though, if it's in here and the brochure, a lot of times I find it's actually cheaper in the brochure than it is in here. So it's not necessarily, you know, some people sometimes assume that the sale books are cheaper, and it's not always. So something to know. There are a few things in here, you know, on the front. There's nothing being sold on the front. On the back, the sterling silver oval hoop earrings are what they have listed on the back. It's fine jewelry, which this is the first time that I remember, if ever, in a long time, that they've actually featured a fine jewelry piece on a front or back page. So, you know, that's interesting. I'm kind of, I mean, I kind of like it, but normally the fine jewelry is kind of stuffed on the inside somewhere. There are a few things in here, I think, that were being discontinued, but it's not, I mean, it was while supplies last. Like, for example, the Curves for Women waist trimmer belt is while supplies last, which is this thing here. But there's nothing in this one that is, you know, makeup or whatnot that you need to be worried about. I am going to come back to this one, though, here in just a minute. So let me show you the outlet book. The outlet book on the front page has the Skin So Soft Skindesiac Red Silky Body Lotion. So just the lotion on the front page, which is a little strange to me, because then on the next page they have the body spray. So I'm kind of thinking, why don't they put both on the front cover? Unless they just needed something to fill in this page, and so they separated them. I don't know. But anyway, so the Skindesiac is featured on the front. On the back is, Mark is featured on the back, which is another interesting thing. It's, you know, the Color Swing Mix It Up Eye Compact is what's on the back. There really isn't anything in here that I was surprised to see. You know, it's stuff that we already knew was being discontinued, or things that normally we run out of, like clothing and shoes and handbags and that sort of thing. But I did want to point out to you that the extra lasting eyeshadow pencils are back in the outlet. So if that is one of your favorite products, what has to happen here is, number one, you need to write letters to Sherry McCoy and her direct email, to the Office of the President at their email, to whoever's emails that you have, and ask them not to discontinue this product. And I will also say that if you have products that are your favorite products, that you want them to be around for forever, then you have to make sure that that is the product that you focus on over anything else. Every time you meet a new customer, you need to sell them that product. Because when the sales lag, which they always will, you know, you have a new product, it gets introduced, everybody buys it because it's new, and then sales kind of drop off, and then maybe they buy more colors, and then sales drop off, and then they threaten to discontinue it, and we say, please, no, 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 and then everybody buys some more, so the sales bump back up. But then over time, because you're using the one you have, and it takes you a long time because you're probably using other things too, to use up the ones you have, and you don't need to replace them yet. So sales, you know, plummet and drop, and they bottom out, and they stay low. And they stay low for a certain amount of time, and then they go, yep, we need to get rid of that. So Jo can't figure out how those waist trimmers are supposed to work, and nobody that she knows has gotten one and has any change in their body from it. Yeah, I don't like those. I had somebody buy those, and they kept it. They didn't really give me any feedback on it. I bought the pant things one time, and I just thought they were ridiculous and not well made. The sizing was off, I thought, too, so I sent it back. And I normally never send anything back, but I sent them back. So this is a newer version than the one that I had. I had like an original version, so I don't know if they're different, you know, between then and now, but I wasn't really a fan of those. So I don't know. They seem to keep them around for a long time, so somebody must be buying them. Or they just have a ton in stock and they're not buying them and they're just not going anywhere. I don't really know. But anyway, back to this. So this is something you need to, anytime you have a product that you love, that needs to be the product that you not only sell to every single new customer that you find, but you need to actively search for new customers for that, because that's the only way you're going to maintain sales, you know, at a high level, which is what motivates them to keep a product. So I just want to point that out, whether it's this product or the eye makeup remover or a, you know, skincare product, doesn't matter to me. But whatever your favorite products are, you have to sell those consistently, because that's the only way you're going to keep a product in line. They don't make decisions based on what our best products are. They make decisions, or even what people want or expect. They make decisions based on dollars. So, and you know that they're getting rid of the classic products. So they don't even care about reputation or history or anything else like that right now. So here's the thing that's interesting about this that I want to tell you guys. In the outlet, there are 5 colors: amethyst, aquamarine, violet, diamond black, and shimmering sand. Okay, so they have 5 shades listed in the outlet. However, in the little sales catalog, the mini catalog, they have 3 shades. And they're selling them for all the same price. They're $3.49 in both books. But in this one, they have sapphire, smoky plum, and rich cocoa. So the question now is, are they discontinuing 5 out of the 8 colors and they're only keeping 3? You know, are these colors selling well, and so they're keeping these and they're getting rid of these 5? As I look at this, I'm thinking to myself, those are the colors that they're keeping are the least interesting colors to me. I mean, they're the least likely colors for me to purchase, to pick first. So then I thought to myself, well, maybe we're going to get some new colors. But to be honest with you, I really feel like if we were going to get new colors, new shades in this, which would, you know, keep the line around longer, I feel like they would have done it in the big color sale book where they had 20 brand new colors. You know what I mean? So we may need to take steps to actively save this line again, and to actively save, you know, colors. To me, I don't really think that having 3 colors and that's it is really going to inspire new customers to buy from this line. Okay, I think the colors that would get my attention are all on the outlet page, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, surprise shimmering sand is in there because it's not been available all these months that they were back in the brochures. Yeah, it hasn't been available, and it's one of the most neutral colors that most people would use, number one, either as a highlight. You know, when people use a pencil like this, they generally are doing, you know, either highlight or liner, or they're doing an all-over color, and that's the most neutral one that somebody is likely to do as an all-over color base. So yeah, I agree with you. Shimmering sand seems like it would be the best seller out of the bunch. I totally agree. You know, along with amethyst. Amethyst is a fairly, you know, neutral. And violet. You know, violet as a purple is a fairly popular color. In my opinion, more popular than a smoky plum, which is still a purple. But so anyway, I don't know what this means. I don't know if we're losing colors or not, but, you know, generally if it's in the outlet, it's going away at some point. Although the Magic's Cashmere has been in here for a long time. I don't know if they're just not selling or if they figured out that this sales price point is driving sales. You know, sales of this might be booming right now because people not only think it's being discontinued, but it's at a sales price, which can trick people into buying something, you know. So I don't know if that's what we're dealing with here. Because again, representatives, we are the biggest suckers, I mean customers, when it comes to how they market their stuff. So they know that this is a product that we love because we've complained about them getting rid of it before. So is this a ploy just to get us all to buy 20 more sticks ourselves? Which, you know, or is it going away? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I just think it's very strange that there's 3 colors in one book and 5 colors in another. Okay, but all priced at the same price. So take that for what it's worth. That's the best I can do for you there. But if it is a product that you want them to keep, then write your letters, number 1, and number 2, make sure that the products that you love the most are the first things you sell to your customers, and that you make it a practice of yours to actively search out new customers to buy those things, right? Okay. That's my advice. Mama Shannon says that's her advice, and she's sticking to it. Okay, I think that's everything out of those 2 books that I really thought would, you know, interest you, surprise you. Oh, let me show. There are some flyer exclusives on page 23 in this little mini one that I forgot to mention. It's the In Black and White collection, the necklace and earring gift set, the frontal necklace, and the button earrings are flyer exclusives. So just an FYI there. Is that really it? I think that's really it. Okay. All right, so on to the what's new, which is the thing that takes the most time. Okay, what's new? Destination Summer. Getaway look she'll love. Has a girl. Fancy pants, pretty girl on the front. Jo says she thinks they should keep Simmering Sand, Crystal Taupe, Amethyst, Rich Cocoa, Diamond Black, Sapphire, and either Violet or Smoky Plum. Then add a matte white, matte beige, silver, and rose gold. Yeah, they definitely need more. They need to expand on the neutral colors for sure, because that's basically our base. You know, that's our product that would be a supplement for like a paint pot, or because we know that nobody, I have not heard a single positive review on the actual pots that we have. So, you know, this is that for us. Not to mention that it can be used as an eyeshadow or, you know, an eyeliner, but, you know, it's a color base. So we definitely need more neutrals. I would love to think that, okay, maybe they're getting rid of the you know, the low sellers on the totem pole, and they're going to give us a bunch of new colors. I mean, that I can swallow better than getting rid of it. But I feel like if they were going to do that, I mean, they just introduced 20 new color shades. So I feel like if they were going to do that, they would have done it now. I mean, maybe it will be a fall color launch, but that's an awfully long time gap, you know, between now and fall. So I don't know. Okay, they have like the very first page, it says special representative offer, all under $20. But it's not really an offer. They're just, the demo price is just under $20. So it's really more of an advertising page saying, here's some items that you can get for $20 or less type thing. I don't really see, you know, there's no real offer to it other than it's a no limit stock up opportunity. Okay, so they do have on here that you can stock up now, no limit. order unlimited quantities in campaigns 12 or 13, and you get billed in that campaign. And you only get awards points for your cost. You don't get full awards points, which you guys know means that I always tell you, if you're not to President's Club yet, then you need all the award points you can get, so just buy it out of the brochure. Don't buy it now, wait and buy it out of the brochure. So I don't really see I don't know what kind of offer that really is, other than you can buy more than your normal limit on the demos. Okay, so, but anyway, there's that. I will say I do think this little tunic thing is kind of cute. It would be a cute little like bathing suit cover up type deal. They have it as like an actual shirt. It's a little long. I feel like it's a little long for that. I think it'd be cuter as like a chemise dress, like put a little slip type chemise short dress underneath it, and then put a belt around it, and that would be cute. Wear it as a dress that way. But the sandal and the bags are really cute. Joe says, Mindy's here. Hey girl, hey. Okay. Let's see. What do I think you guys might want to see? Well, let me show you this dress. There's another high-low tank dress. That I think is kind of cute and pretty, and the little shoes that are underneath it are pretty cute too. They're like a strappy, studded shoe. Now that dress is pretty form-fitting, so I don't, you know, normally I feel fairly comfortable in most of their dresses. This one I feel like, I don't know, my lumps and bumps might show a little more than I would like, but really cute dress. And you can see the low part of the hemline is very long. So Joe says it'd be really cute on her mom tunic. Yeah. Okay. So it starts off with clothing. So I expect that to be at the beginning of the summer catalog. I'll show you this. Let me see. You guys know I like to keep some secrets for you. So they're doing a new, you know how we do the 4 packs of camis, set of 4s. They're doing a new pack, and let me show you this one up close. Basically what the deal is it's spaghetti strap, and it has this little sort of lace. I don't know. It's almost more of like an eyelet style lace, sort of, what would you call that? Kind of like a dickie, almost. Not a real dickie, but you know, it's supposed to look layered, but it's not. But it just covers up your cleavage. I'm cracking up at you guys. Moms and grandmas only. This is a grandma only zone. No. Okay, so here's the colors that come in the 4-pack. Uh-oh. Am I frozen? Oh, there we go. White, black, that chartreuse sort of lemony, yellowy green color, and then a hot pink. Like almost in between a hot pink and fuchsia. And then I'll show you these. There's new slides, you know, the sporty sneaker slides. There's another shirt and some more shoes. They're cute. I'll let you guys. I'll save those for you for surprise. But here's some slides. These are pretty popular with my customers. I think they like the full shoe. They like this style when it's the full shoe better, but they'll still buy the slides if they see a style that they think is really cute. Joe said she thinks they had a pack in the same style before. It's black, white, purple, and green in the pack. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of our normal MO. And something I've noticed that they're doing a lot more lately is something that is popular. They're bringing it back in another color, you know, later on. And they didn't really do that before the only thing that I think they're not doing a good enough job of is they're not doing a good enough job of saying, if you loved this, then you will, then get the new updated color. I think they need to show the old color in some way and say, so that you can say, your customers see it right away. Like, oh, I have that shirt and I love it. Yeah, let me get the new color. They're not doing a good enough job of saying, hey, you love this so much, we're bringing it back in new shades. And so if you really don't pay attention, like sometimes I'll look and I'll go, oh gosh, I didn't even realize before that this is the same tunic that they had 2 years ago, just a different color. Mindy wishes they would come out with a great pair of black sandals. Yeah. Yeah, we do need some more like staples. I need a new pair of black ballet flats. I never buy the shoes though, and I'll tell you why. Because I wear a 7.5, and I cannot cram my foot into a 7, and the 8s flop off the back of my heel, and I can't walk in them. So I don't ever buy her shoes because they don't fit my feet. And there's that. So even if they do come out with a black ballet flat to replace the ones that I bought for New York, I won't be able to wear them unless they make them in 7.5s. Mindy wants them not just in high heels. She wants a good wedge and a flat sandal in black. Yep. There are some new sterling items. I'll show you those. This is a line that they're continuing. These little silver necklaces with the little, they're all different. Like we had the arrow, and we had like the horseshoe, and we had, it's more of those. There's a key and a dove and a feather. And of course, they all have their own symbolism to them. And you'll get to see a new bra too, because I don't want to fold this up too much. So they're continuing this line. So this line is either doing fairly well, or they slated it to do well and planned, and had all this planned out ahead of time and intended it for it to be a pretty large line. So Jill wants them to come out with a good black wedge. She has the black floral ones they came out with a couple years ago, and they're really comfortable. Lots of jewelry in this one. It's basically, this is a clothing and jewelry catalog. Let's see, what do I want to show you? Let me show you this bracelet because I think it's interesting. Because it's like, I'm trying to fold it so that, so that I don't leave some surprise for you guys. But it's like a cuff bracelet, just like a metal cuff. But if you look, it actually has a chain where it still clasps off, which I think is interesting because then, I mean, if you have a flexible cuff where you can really squeeze it tight on your wrist, then it won't fall off. But, that's like an additional safety measure with a cuff style. So I think that's interesting. And he says we need more staple items. Oh, yeah. She wants to compare plain white and plain black. Yeah. Okay, so that's cute. And there are, every year we have some kind of starfish, something or another. There is a starfish 3-piece set, but that to me is not that exciting, so I'm not going to show you that one. I'll show you these because I think these are pretty cute. Let me fold these back because these are pretty normal. But here's a nice, bold statement necklace, and then some nice little earrings. And I'm loving these cuff bracelets, like to mix and match these cuff bracelets. And the price is not horrible yet. It's going to be horrible, but not yet. So there's the nice kind of, a little bit of a statement necklace, some chunky metals. I really like that. I like these two earrings. They feel, they don't look cheap to me. You know what I mean? So I like the styling on those. And then I'm really digging these bracelets kind of to mix and match. And those are the ones that are going to intro. They're going to intro at $7.99, but the full price is $16.99. So the $7.99 I think is actually right on target for a price for those $16.99. You know, they've lost their minds. Because this is something I would stack, you know. What nail polish am I wearing? This is a L'Oreal polish, and it's actually very similar to, I'll have to look it up for you. I'll post it on the Maven page, like Monday or something. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head, but it's very similar kind of to the gel polish that they gave us as a, oh, Amber's here. Hey, girl. Hey. Very similar to the green peacock sort of color that they gave us of the gel. I think it was the gel polish. It's Maven's. It's pretty close to that, but it is a L'Oreal color. So I'll look it up and I'll send it to you. Minnie says the 50 Shades of Grey necklace. Yeah, and something I like about it, a little detail that somebody else might not notice, that I notice these things. All of these little chains are kind of capped off here. There's a little cap, so those are all kind of, they're not tied together, you know, they're sort of braided towards each other, but the strands all end under this cap. But then this big link chain here actually is in a loop here at the top of that cap. So it kind of flows a little separately from the mixed chains, and that's just a detail that I like. If anybody cares about that. Okay, here's another, these I really love. Here is I mean, the necklace is interesting, but we've had necklaces like this before. This is something that like a 20-something kind of girl, an older teen girl, or a early 20-something girl is gonna love, because it's kind of sexy. She's gonna want to wear it with her little, I'm still 20 and can get away with wearing this little low cut, skimpy short dress with my big old heels and go to the club kind of thing. It's a linear long Y necklace, but the necklace is, you know, because we've seen this kind of thing before, it's not what I'm so excited about. But I love these metal earrings because they're simple but nice, and that's really popular right now. And then this ring set is like totally freaking cool, and I'm totally into it, except for the price. Okay, so here's the earrings. They're just like a little straight, you know, like metal, I don't know, post, not even a post, what would you call that? They are 2 inches long though, so they might be longer than what I'm expecting. I think the length is too long, but the style is right on. If they will make something like this short, then they'll be right on. And you can also get this stuff in gold tone. This ring set though, I freaking love. And it comes in silver and gold. It's going to intro at $9.99, but it's going to be $20, which I think is too much for silver tone and gold tone. But one of them is kind of like a cross sort of thing. You know, it's just a circle, and it just has this bar across it, so it kind of looks like a cross. This one has the 2 balls and is open at the top. And then this one, I don't think you're going to be able to see, but there's a little tiny chain that's connecting the 2 ends. So it's like a metal ring with this little chain that runs across the top. So freaking awesome. Amber says she's too fluffy for the dress. I mean, that's kind of how I feel, where I'm like, even if I wore like a minimizer, I think because of the fit, you're going to be able to see where the minimizer, like, you know, if it stops at your hips, you're going to see a lot, like a panty line at the hips. Or if it goes to the thighs, you're going to see that panty line at the, you know, at the thigh, where it stops at the thigh. So I don't know, you know, but for those skinny girls, it's really pretty. If I can make it work, that's a dress I will make work. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, though, I'm loving these rings. They're so interesting. I wish you guys could really see that chain detail, because the chain detail is really what sold me on it. Now, hopefully, that won't be really flimsy and break super easily. But loving the style. And then here's another. It's like an interchangeable necklace set where it's going to be expensive though. It's going to intro at $20, and it's going to eventually be $30. But it's a necklace that has all these different chains, but what the detail that you need to notice is these are like little hooks. So you can pull off the chains that you don't want on there. And there's two strands. Okay, so this is them all together, right? And then this is one of the strands with the necklaces that are just a part of that strand. And this is the other one with the chains that are part of it. So you can't take off like every single chain and mix and match every single chain the way you want to, which is what I would like to see for $20 intro price. But, you know, it does give you 3 different ways that you can wear it. So I think that's pretty fun. In my opinion. We have some limited edition nail polish shades, more coming out. So I'm glad, because last year we didn't have any. And so now we've had some spring colors, and now we're going to have some summer colors. Okay, so, well, so the 4 colors are going to be called Vibe, Hottie, Saucy, and Reckless. Vibe is this blue color, which I feel like Vibe was a color that we had a long time ago. Remember when the bottles were like the little square bottles, which I actually like better than the bottles we have now. I feel like Vibe was a color back then. There's a hair. And then Hottie is kind of like, looks like it's like a reddy pink, maybe. I can't really tell if it's red or pink, but it's going to be somewhere in the 2. Saucy is just kind of like a tannish, brownish color. And then Reckless is a purple color. And I feel like Reckless is a color we've had before, too. Does Reckless sound familiar to any of you girls? And then we're going to have a new top coat, a glittery top coat. And it's called Dazzler's Top Coat. So there'll be 5 colors of it. Disco Ball, Glitzy Gold, Vava Violet, Showstopper Copper, and Bring It On Blue. Okay, so those are, you know, a silver, a gold, a purple, a copper, and a blue. There's a blue down here. Yes, we had Vibe. Okay, good. Then I'm not losing my mind. Yeah, I feel like there was Vibe and Laguna or Lagoon. There was the 4 blue colors that all came out at the same time. Remember that? Jo has the new polish and Vibe on her nails right now. Oh, this one here? Oh, sweet. Sweet. Yeah, I think if I dig through, I still have a bunch of those square bottle polishes. I mean, that were my personal collection. But I have them in a separate bin, so I don't get those out as often as I should. And I feel like I had all of those, those 4 colors that came out back then, so I should pull those out. Okay, then we have some new colors of Glimmer Sticks Liquid Glide. Man, tongue's getting tired. The Glimmer Sticks Liquid Glide. We have new colors coming out. One of them is Jade, which is like an olive green color, and one of them is Navy, which obviously is a navy blue. It doesn't look like a super dark navy blue, which I actually kind of like, because sometimes when they get too dark, you can't really tell if they're blue or black. So this one looks like it has a hint of cobaltiness to it. So hopefully you will be able, you know, again, it's just the swatch. I mean, the chromes liners all looked like they would reflect like chrome, and none of them did, right? So you don't know for sure what it'll look like until you use it. But so we're getting some new liquid glides. Saucy is like a metallic yellow in person, she says. Jo says the color swatches aren't very accurate on those polishes, so that's good to know. That's good to know. That might be one then you might want to consider demoing if you can budget for it, because not demoing. Buy them from the catalog so you get full award sales for it. Unless you're President's Club already, then you don't have to worry about it. Flavor Savers Lip Balm. new flavors, new formula, new look. So the traditional flavor savers, I don't know if we're getting rid of them or not. They didn't ever indicate that they were going away in the catalog, like the strawberry, watermelon, what's the other one, bubblegum. I don't know if those are going away or not. But the new flavors are melon, strawberry, and vanilla. I do not want vanilla in the flavor savers line. I want, like, I don't know, fruity or candy flavors. You know what I'm saying? But here's what they look like. And they are saying, because these are now going to have, they have a hint of tint, it says. Which I don't think they're going to, a lot of our chapsticks have a hint of tint. So I don't think these are going to be a good replacement necessarily for the slick tints. They're saying if she likes slick tints for lips, she'll love the new Flavor Savers lip balm with a hint of tint. They are similar colors to what the Flavor Savers had. There's no wine, but I don't feel like this is a good replacement. I think this is a replacement for Flavor Savers. I don't think it's a replacement for slick tints. And it's only a replacement for Flavor Savers because it's flavored. It's really basically our normal lip balms, I think. In my opinion, it's our normal lip balms with flavor added to it in new Flavor Saver packaging. Joe says the polishes are definitely brighter, all 4 shades than shown in the catalog. Okay. Yeah, so those polishes, if you think you'll be focusing on those, might be something that you might want to demo if you can budget for that from your business money, not from your personal money. Whatever you budget to put back into your business every campaign, that money, not excess of that. You can budget for it. Those might be a good one to demo because the colors might be a little bit off from the color swatches. Okay, and then the Super Shock Brights mascaras are coming back by popular demand, which is good because everybody gets excited about these. Although I think people were disappointed. I think people liked, was it the blue that they liked? The other colors they didn't like as much last year. And we kind of said, if you're going to make brights, make them bright. So I don't know that have they changed these at all or not? I don't know. It doesn't indicate that they did, but it's going to be the Emerald Shock, the Violet Shock, and the Royal Shock. So those are coming back. Joe says if they're reusing the formula for slick tints, the vanilla is probably going to be the opal tint we had. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, that's going to be, which is very similar to like the white and yellow. Anytime we have a lip balm that's kind of white or yellow in color, it has a similar color to that. But the slick tints were like right in between a balm and a lipstick. You know, they gave you a little moisturization, but they had, and there are, like Burt's Bees has, there are other brands that have things like that, tinted balms that are legit, almost a lipstick, but not quite. Burt's Bees has something like that, but and the slick tints were more like that. I feel like these are going to be more like our balms, which do have color, but it's not going to be like in between a balm and a lipstick. It's going to be like a lip balm with a little bit of color. Blue's really bright. The other two were just okay, Joe says, on the mascaras. Yeah, that's what I feel like I heard, was that people really thought the blue was what they expected, but the other ones didn't provide the color that they expected. Not that the color wasn't what is reflected, but just that it didn't have that impact. It was a little more, it was subtle. It was more subtle than what they wanted. We're also getting, they have the Super Shock Gel Eyeliner pencils in here. Aqua Pop, Plumful, Cobalt, Intense Brown, and Blackout. Okay, so Super Shock. Okay. There is a special rep offer. Save up to 40% off the brochure, 14 special offer prices on naturals stuff. Shower gel, body lotion, and body spray. It says, I guess in brochure 14, there's going to be any 4 for $9.99, and they can mix and match. So our offer is stock up now, no limit, order unlimited quantities in campaigns 12 and 13. You get billed in the campaign you order, and you only get awards points for your cost. You don't get full awards points. So as always, don't do this unless you're President's Club already, because you need full awards points. Just buy it from the brochure if you want it as a demo. So that's this part of it. And then what you probably want to know is that there's a new scent. It says introducing energizing green tea and verbena. Refreshing scents of sunny citruses and spicy ginger blend with uplifting green tea and calming feminine florals. Okay, so there's this scent of it. Jo says she would recommend the purple mascara as an everyday mascara for people with green or hazel eyes. Helps out, bring out the green a little more. Yeah, but you could probably wear it to work, and nobody's going to be like, you're wearing purple mascara and that's not professional, you know? Yeah, that's what I think too. They were a little more subtle. The color was there, but it was not in your face like purple mascara. And that's what I feel like people's complaints were, is they were saying when I want a bright mascara, I want, I want it to be like blingy bright purple. Yeah, but I think you're spot on with that. It's something that people can use to make their eyes stand out a little more. Okay, there's that. There is a new little logo thing here. It says Avon Naturals Body Care, the essence of happy. Interesting. Is that our new tagline for naturals, the essence of happy? I don't know. Okay. A new, get the hand cream for 99 cents. With each a new purchase from this What's New, you can get an absolute even hand cream for 99 cents. Limit 1 per customer. So it's going to be in the book. To the customer, it's going to say, get the hand cream for 99 cents with any new purchase from select pages of brochure 14, 1 per customer. So in the brochure, they're going to have some of the new products. And if they purchase certain products from certain pages, if they buy one of them, they can get the hand cream for 99 cents, but they can only take advantage of that one time. So this is where, let me give you this cautionary tale about this. If, let's say you have 10 customers order, and let's say that 6 of them take advantage of this offer and buy the new product and want the hand cream for 99 cents. Let's say that when you place your order, you don't want to take the time to think about how many customers ordered this campaign and you just put in 3. Don't do that. Make sure you put in there that you had 10 customers purchase. Because what has happened in the past is that if you didn't report the number of customers, when you had one of these situations where it's 1 per customer, if you had 6 people take advantage of it, but you didn't report that you had 6 customers order, they were, let's say you only said you had 3, they're only going to send you 3 of these, and they're going to charge you full price for the other 3 of the hand creams. And that's not such an issue these days, because back in the day, we used to get charged, what was it, Mindy, 35 cents for every single customer that ordered. That 75 cents that we're supposed to charge them as a processing fee, We paid half of that and the customer paid half of that in the past. A few years ago, they changed, and now we just have that one-time fee on all of our orders. And so they changed the way that happened. But what used to happen was people would not report all of their customers because they wanted to make more money, and they didn't want to have to pay, you know, their 35 cents for all of those customers. But what would happen is when they would have a situation like this, they wouldn't report all their customers, and then they didn't get all of their discounted items. So Amber says she just got the nail polishes for the store, and the saucy is yellow. It's not how it looks in the What's New. So, okay. So just make sure we're not charged that way anymore. So they may not be babysitting that anymore like they used to, but make sure if you have 6 customers who want to take care or take advantage of this, make sure that you report that you had 6 customers or more, because there is a possibility that if you get that wrong, that you're either going to be charged full price for these, and that's going to be your fault. And you're still going to have to give it to your customer for 99 cents because it's not their fault that you didn't report the right number of customers. Or you're just not going to get it, and then you're going to have issues. So just a forewarning. I don't know if people have had problems with that kind of thing the last few years when we've had these situations come up, but every time we have something like this come up where it's a limit 1 per customer, I always give this cautionary warning because it has been a problem in the past, or people have got that wrong in the past. Okay, so there's no real benefit necessarily to this for us other than if you want the demo price discount. But again, I always say buy it from the brochure so you get full awards points. And honestly, if you are a President's Club already, getting a 40% discount if you're selling at a 50% discount level, you may as well wait, because you're going to get charged more if you buy it from the What's New than if you just wait and place your 50% discounted order because your order is so big and get 50% off. Did you follow me with that? If that wasn't clear, say in there in capital letters, say that again, and I'll go back and say that again. But I don't think there's that many people at President's Club yet, so but there's a couple of you. Mindy and Amber might be at President's Club already, but they've been around long enough to know that the What's New isn't always the best price for them anyway. Okay, so they have an advertisement in here asking reps to sign up for the preferred preview program, because in campaign 22 and in campaign 20 we're getting a new product, and it's called a new power serum. I don't know what it is, but it's a serum, which is good. We haven't focused on serums in a long time, so I'm glad they're bringing that back. But the reason we haven't is because remember they were going to make our line smaller and less confusing. So now they're adding things back in, but whatever. Okay, and then in campaign 2, we're getting another Outspoken, and this is going to be called Outspoken Party by Fergie. I don't have any details on those products at all yet, so I can't tell you what the notes are or anything or what the serum is for. But what I can tell you is that there will be a preferred preview opportunity that will include 2 of the serums, 1 of the party perfume, and 1 of the party lotion, because there's going to be a body lotion, 1 pack of samples for the perfume, which will be 5 Discover More samples, and then a new power serum and Outspoken Party by Fergie education cards. So 2 serums, 1 perfume, 1 body lotion, 1 pack of samples, and then education cards. Okay, so this is basically an advertisement saying if you want an opportunity to participate in this, then you need to sign up for the preferred preview program by campaign 13. Okay, So that's more, it's targeted towards new reps, but it shows you what's going to show up if you're already participate in the preferred preview program, even if you never actually order any of the stuff, even if you decline them all, this is what's going to be coming out. Minnie May President's Club last campaign. Whoop, whoop. Well, she says she's 3 campaigns behind schedule. Well, you're still like 20 campaigns ahead of everybody else, right? All the people that are trying to pull it out in campaign 26. Joe wishes they would bring back the Luminosity Pro Serum. That was the one that made a difference for her skin. Yeah, which it might be something similar to that. They don't give any details at all, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Then there is another rep offer, save 40% off the campaign 14 brochure prices on perfume sprays. So you can stock up on perfumes for on-the-spot sales and earn up to $12 each, blah, blah, blah. So what is included in this is Femme, Viva by Fergie, Outspoken by Fergie, Outspoken Intense by Fergie, Avon Luck for her, just for her, not for him, just for her, and Passion. Plus, you get 2 free sample packs with each perfume purchase. So what you're supposed to get is the vial on cards, which is the little vials. You'll get 5 of those for the Viva by Fergie. And you'll get a pack of Discover More cards for Faraway Gold, which I think is weird because Faraway Gold is not even one of the perfumes that's included in the full-size purchase offer. So I guess they're trying to get rid of the Faraway Gold Discover More cards, but you get a pack of 10 of those. Minnie's trying to get to Vegas, baby, she says. And she likes the Luminosity better too, better than the Absolute. Joe doesn't care for the Absolute either. Okay, so here's the deal with this offer. It's a stock up now, no limit offer. Unlimited quantities, order in campaign 12 or 13, you get billed in that campaign. Your cost price is what you get award sales for, not full award sales. It doesn't say in here, there's no notation about, hey, if we run out of samples, you might get other samples, other random replacement samples. But again, I don't know how helpful the Faraway Gold Discover More cards are when you can't stock up on the Faraway Gold. It's not one that's a part of the full-size bottle offer. Viva is a match, but not the gold. So maybe that's a misprint that we might see listed in an oops up, you know, along the way, but I don't really know. Anyway, not something I would participate in unless I'm President's Club already. Let's talk about, there's some cute little housewares. Let me just show you one here. No, I'll show you 2. I'll show you 2. Here is there's a pizza crisper with slicer. So, you know, it's one of those pans that has the holes punched in the bottom, and then there's a little slicer, like, you know, this is the little cutter, and you roll it across the pizza and it cuts. Mindy only orders at full award sales. Me too, girl. Me too. Actually, most of the time, I only order if it's double award sales. Double or triple. I prefer triple, but we haven't had any triple this year. So I only order usually if it's double award sales out of the what's new. Yep. Mindy loves the housewares. I really like the housewares too. I think quality is usually pretty good there. For the most part, we're having issues with that. I keep going on and saying every time I hear either a customer of mine or hear another rep saying their customers or theirs broke, I'm hearing a lot of complaints about those you know, it's the 5 bowl. It's a 10-piece set, but it's basically 5 bowls and 5 lids, and they're supposed to be stackable glass bowls, and they're not. Some of the bowls that are stacked in the middle are breaking while they're sitting stacked, and I think it's because of the weight. Obviously, the glass is not sturdy enough glass for what those are designed to do. So, but most of the time, our housewares are pretty decent and cute stuff too. So, so that's the pizza pan. But I want to show you this because I think this is really interesting, and I don't hate the price. It might be a little bit high if these are small, but I can't really tell the sizing. But it's a 14-piece toolkit, is what they're calling it. 14-piece Cook's Traveling Toolkit. And it includes a measuring spoon set of 4. So 4 measuring spoons, a bottle opener / corkscrew tool, a can opener, a paring knife, a chef knife, a set of little tongs, which if you're grilling, you're probably going to burn the crap out of your hand because they're not very long. Same thing with the spatula. But for regular household cooking, they're probably fine. So paring knife, chef knife, tongs, spatula, a peeler, like a vegetable peeler, a grater, and some scissors. And it all comes inside like a travel case. So almost like a makeup roll, like a jewelry roll, or a makeup brush roll type thing. So pretty cute, I think. And the price is going to be $24.99, which isn't hateful, but I think if the tongs are only this long, that type of thing, if they're little mini tools, then $24.99 might be a little bit high, but still cute. It's interesting. This gets my attention. It's different than what you see everywhere else. So Joe says she only had a couple customers order the bowl set, and both of them arrived broken. Yeah, my customer that ordered it, she kept it. She didn't use it. I don't know if it arrived broken or not. She didn't use it yet. She left it in the original packaging, and she moved. And when she opened it, when she moved, she didn't open it until after she moved. When she moved, she opened it, and 2 of the bowls were broken. So I don't know if they arrived broken or if they just didn't survive the move, but considering the fact that they were never unpacked, they should have survived both. But I've also had people who are using them and storing them, stacking them together to store, and having them break either in the stacking process or while they are sitting stored. So a couple of the bowls in the middle cannot withstand the weight of the bowls on top of them and the pressure of the bowls on the bottom, and they're breaking. And glass, these days there's no reason for glass to be that fragile anyway. We've made glass to be almost unbreakable at this point. So yeah, Mindy says her bowls haven't arrived yet. Well, let us know, Mindy, what happens with yours. So let's see. Now we're on to the Mark stuff. What do I want to show you here? What do I want to show you? The Mark stuff this time I will say is cute, but there's nothing that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the best thing I've seen in forever. And you guys know, I show you guys when I see something that I freaking love. So let me see. I think I'm going to save the Mark stuff for you guys to see. Wait a minute. Let me see. What is this? Hold on. Oh, well, actually, let me, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to show you something here. Well, I will show you something. Okay. So one thing I'm going to show you is called the short notice dress. And it's basically a dress, but it has a slit in the front, almost as if it were like a button-down dress. It's open in the front. Underneath, there are attached shorts. So as she's walking, when that kind of pulls open, as she's walking, you can see the shorts underneath, and you're meant to see the shorts underneath. It's not like, oops, she happens to be wearing some shorts underneath. You know how, I mean, some girls will wear shorts underneath the skirt just because they don't want anybody to accidentally see their underwear. It's not one of those situations. It looks like it's supposed to be that way. So let me show you this. It's going to be $44 in the book. You guys know how I feel about that kind of thing. But can you see here, it kind of pulls open, and there's these little shorts underneath that are supposed to be seen. The only thing I will say is it looks to me like the shorts, I think the dress is like a navy blue, light blue, white sort of mix. From the picture, it looks like the shorts underneath might be black. I wish they were not. If they are, I wish they weren't black. I wish they were the same dark blue as the dress, so it would be a little more cohesive. I feel like that color change makes it look a little bit like maybe she just threw on a pair of shorts underneath, but anyway, I like the style. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so there's that. Something I want to point out here, though, this is more along the lines of, yeah, this has me irritated a little. They have this cute little thing here. Let me show you. And it says, a dress split in two is still a dress indeed. Okay, so they have this little outfit here. And they have this little notation calling it a dress. But what it actually is a top and a skirt. Seeing double top, seeing double skirt. Whereas part one of our twosie, or paired just as fabulously with shorts or jeans. So it's a skirt and a top that are in the same print and are sold separately. The top is $32 and the bottom is $34. But they're trying to market it as if it is a dress, and you must buy both pieces because it's a dress. Well, no. So that I don't like. It's a top and a skirt, and yes, they go together, and yes, you could wear them as separates. So don't try to convince, this little bit of wording right here is what I'm irritated about. A dress split in two is still a dress indeed. You know, you get where I'm going with that. You don't need to try to trick my customers into buying both pieces. If they like both pieces, they will buy them both. My customers are way too smart for that. And when you tick them off, then they don't buy things. And that makes me mad. Don't have them not buy things because they feel like you're trying to trick them and it ticks them off like it ticks me off, right? Yeah. I'll tell you this. There's a thing in here about the rewards and recognition program points. Earn the points and add them up. That just gives you like a listing of what people can earn points for and how that adds up. But, you know, I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to say you could look at it whenever, you know, just take a look at it when you get your what's new. I don't like the points program. It takes way too many points to get anything, and they're not giving you enough points for the things. There are some things, some levels of achievement that they should be giving us something that the points automatically buys us something, and they're not. Like when you get your birthday points, you can't, it's not enough to go to the brochure and buy something for your birthday. You know, it's not enough. Just those points alone are not going to get you something, and that's not okay with me. Because if that's the case, then they can scrap this point system altogether, and they can go back to when they used to send people in President's Club. They used to just send you a gift for your birthday and for Christmas, and it came in your order. And they can, you know, they can kiss my behind with the points program. Is how I feel about it. So if you're not going to give me enough points when I do something like have my 15-year finish, you know, like when I finish 15 years of sales, if you're going to not give me enough points that I can actually turn around and order something with those points, then don't insult me and just save it. You know what I mean? And none of these achievements that I can see on here are enough points to get anything. So you're going to have multiple things happen where you're building up these points before you can ever cash them in for anything. And I don't like that. They need to give me enough points from the start that I can turn around and cash in for something small. And then if I don't want to cash it in on something small, I can save it and build them up and get something bigger later. But I should be able to get something every time you give me points, no matter what. That's how I feel about it. So if you feel the same way as me, then we need to write letters. Letters to the president. Although I don't send my letters to the office of the president, I send them directly to Sherry McCoy's email address. Because I don't play. Just it's time to work on getting less fluffy. Oh my gosh, it's funny. Okay, and then the very back page, the only thing we have for kids, it's basically the same thing, one version for boys and one version for girls. It's a traveling desk, which we've had traveling desks before. It's one of those things that you hang on the back of the car seat, like the front seats in the car. You hang it on the back and you open it up and they can, you know, write or store things. So it's one of those kind of deals. It looks like it has it looks like the part that folds down is a dry erase board, and that they do give you a dry erase marker and eraser. And then the front part just has one kind of elastic pocket, so they can store things in this one pocket. This one is not as detailed as ones we've had in the past. But the boys version, of course, is Minions, and the girls version, of course, is Frozen. Okay, so and they're going to be $20 in the brochure, which I think is priced too high, personally myself. But it is kind of one of those things where it has a handle and a strap, so it's almost like a little mini. It's almost like a little kid briefcase type thing, where they can carry it with them or they can hang it on the seat in front of them. So anyway, that's all we've got for kids in this one. And that is it for this time. So is there anything you want me to go back and show you more of, or do a better job of showing you the picture up close, or give you more details on, or give you prices on, or you want me to look up, or any of that sort of thing before we go? Next time we meet is going to be in 2 weeks, which is the 18th, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Be there, be square. Anybody, there aren't any questions that I missed, right? I don't think so. We lost Julie somewhere. Are you still with us, Julie? Julie found out that the Gen X was going away, and she had to go. Let me do a quick refresh, make sure there's nothing I'm missing here. Anything? Okay, well, if there's anything you think of later on, you guys know how to find me, and I will happily look something up for you if you need me to. And I will try to remember next week, Joe. I'll come back and tell you the nail polish color. I have to go home and look it up because I can't think of what it is. Off the top of my head. All right, girls. Love y'all. I'll see you later. Have a good Easter. Julie had to check out early, Joe says. Yeah. I know she usually is busy on Saturdays anyway. Mindy wants double, triple dollars again. Yeah, I definitely would like. I think triple dollars is the smartest thing they have done in a long time, and it doesn't look like they retained that intelligence this year. Because the truth is, the faster a rep gets to 40% savings, the more money she spends. Because she's got more money to spend. So if they want reps to spend more money, if they want us to be their customer and they want to spend more money, they have to give us more money to spend in the first place, because reps always overspend anyway. Except for my girls, because I'm teaching you not to do that. Except for my mavens, because they are smart, experienced representatives and smart business women. Yeah. But the faster they get reps to 40%, the better off they are in the long run. So, all right. Happy Easter, girls. Have a good day. Don't eat too much chocolate. No, I'm lying. Eat as much chocolate as you want to tomorrow. Amber missed it. You can watch the replay, Amber. You missed the live interaction, but it'll process here in an hour or two, and you'll be able to go back and watch what you missed. Okay, love you, girls. I will see you next time or before then, as I always do.